Welcome back to Star Wars Community. Today I will be discussing one of the things Force Awakens done better than the expanded universe. Force Awakens was the Star Wars movie fans have been waiting for more than 30 years to see. The Force Awakens used several story elements from the expanded universe, as well as calling on several familiar story elements from the original trilogy, but the question remains, what did The Force Awakens do better than the expanded universe? Today I will address Sunkiller vs Starkiller Base. In The Force Awakens we have the Starkiller Base, which was built by the First Order sometime after the events of Return of the Jedi. Starkiller Base is capable of destroying entire star systems halfway across the galaxy. The design is an evolution of the Death Star on a considerably larger scale. Starkiller Base works by gathering the energy of nearby stars and containing that energy in the thermal oscillators. The oscillators work by generating an oscillating containment field to contain the full power of the nearby star. Once the Starkiller Base is ready to fire, it fires a sub-hyperspace beam which creates near instantaneous destruction of star systems. The base is said to be mobile, as stated by Pablo Hidalgo, who was part of the Lucasfilm storyboard group, but the question remains, if it could move and did so after it fired on the Hosnian system, how did Finn and the First Order know its location? Much like the Death Star, it has flaws in its design, which fell into the Resistance hands and would inevitably lead to its destruction. The weakness lies in the localized shield that, if destroyed, will leave the thermal oscillator unprotected, and if that were to be destroyed would cause the core of the planet to collapse. In the expanded universe existed a similar superweapon called the Sun Crusher. The Sun Crusher was a near indestructible craft that was no larger than a starfighter, and it was capable of unleashing power on a scale that dwarfed even the Death Star. The Sun Crusher was made of quantum crystalline armor that could repel even turbo blaster shots, which gave it incredibly powerful defenses. The mobility of the Sun Crusher was incredible due to its hyperdrive unit that allowed the Sun Crusher to move unnoticed through star systems, where it was able to fire torpedoes at near light speed and escape the system unnoticed. Unlike the Starkiller, the initial impact of the weapon would not immediately destroy the planet or a star. The Sun Crusher's torpedo burrowed into the star's core and released dense packets of energy that triggered a chain reaction, causing the star to go supernova. The destruction of the star would wipe out the surrounding planets in the system. The Sun Crusher was indeed a far superior weapon due to its mobility and size. However, it was simply far too powerful and had no real weakness, and this is why the Sun Crusher has no room to exist in Star Wars canon and should never have existed in the first place. The Starkiller Base is a far more logical choice for inclusion in the Star Wars canon, but I think most of us can agree that we've had enough of the Death Star copycats, and hopefully this will be the last of its kind. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on super weapons in the Star Wars universe. New Star Wars content Monday, Wednesday and Fridays here at Star Wars Community.